Yo, what's up? It's me, DJ Millie. The kid cop bomba. Skata shinty bu stil ma bobolle dope. Just a conscious girls vision super low. Notiser inga puls i en supershow. Mot en matta mikrofon med en superflow. Yo, slippa kickre, slippa kickre. Slippa kickre, slippa kickre. Slippa kickre, slippa kickre. Slippa kickre, slippa kickre.
Yeah. What's going on, CV World? This is your boy, DJ Millie.
The kid cop Mars.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Praçazul. Today, Akab and I, we're really excited because we are big hip-hop fans. And, you know, today we are beyond excited for our guest today because not only is he a pioneer, not only is he a legend, he's also known as the best rapper in the CV world. All right, we got the one and only Jase The Man, Djedje in the house, everybody. What's up,
Thanks
man?
for having me, man.
How you doing?
Pleasure being here in Brockton.
Yeah, you from New Bedford? I didn't even know, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
New Bedford, you know, most part of my life.
Yeah?
Here in the U.S.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. We're going to get into all of that, man. We're going to get into all of that. But we're going to start, because we're going to start all the way at the beginning, okay? Let's start with where you from, man. Where do you...
I'm from Praia. I'm from the zona Lencachor. That's my neighborhood.
All right.
That's
Shout out.
Yeah, from Praia, and then came to the U.S., lived in New Bedford ever since, and that's...
How old were you when you came in?
I came when I was 11. Came in 1985.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
Mid-80s.
Great time.
Yeah.
It was a great time. How was it over here back then?
It was
Cape
cool.
Verdeans?
For me, growing up in New Bedford, it was kind of a little bit rough because the old school Cape Verdeans that came here prior to my generation, they didn't teach their kids Creole, so it's kind of tough.
Oh,
so we had to deal with that kind of confrontation.
Yeah.
But you said like a lot of Portuguese people over there, right?
Yeah, but you also have a big Cape Verdean community. Believe it or not, New Bedford is the only city here in the U.S. that I know around here in Massachusetts that has a Cape Verdean parade that actually celebrates Cape Verdean Independence Day.
Oh wow, that's
you have
crazy.
the state troopers, the actual city that does that.
Oh, the Americanos really do it as well.
Those are Cape Verdean born.
Oh,
that's why
crazy.
they are celebrating Cape Verdean Independence Day.
Nice.
That's amazing.
And it's different from what we're accustomed to from regular festivals where you're accustomed to that stage and performance.
Yeah.
This is actually a parade where you have everybody looking at your culture and see where you are.
Did you ever perform?
I performed I performed, believe it or not, I walked the parade as a drummer because I used to be on a drum and bugle corps.
Oh, nice.
For the Cape Verdean Vets Hall.
Dope.
Wow.
You even did drumming, man?
Yeah, man, I played the snare drum. I used to be right up in the front, man. It was cool.
Wow, amazing. So, tell us about your life in Cape Verde, man. I mean, you came here at 11. Well, do you remember a lot from back then?
Yeah, I remember my childhood back in Lencachor. I of course, we grew up very poor, so I remember going through like a rough time. But I'm kind of thankful and fortunate because that taught me the value of life.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
coming to a new country, new environment. So that helped me a lot.
Yeah, the respect. Yeah, definitely.
When did you start rapping?
Was it there? Was it here?
No. I even went back to CV like for the first time vacation in '94. I never did music.
Oh, okay.
But I obviously, if you come to, living in the United States in the '80s, you're exposed to all the new style of music, especially the hip hop, the original hip hop. I was listening to like KRS-One.
Yeah.
We're talking about those pioneers.
Rakim,
Rakim,
all those guys.
So that's the stuff that I grew up with.
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? So I listened to a lot of Poor Righteous Teachers. Cypress Hill. So that's the exposures that I had.
That's crazy.
I loved it, but I just wanted to be able to do it in my language. So when I went back to CV, I saw the evolution. I saw the love for it. I'm like, yo,
That's dope.
this is something that's right on my alley.
Because a lot of people call you the GOAT, rightfully so. You know, rappers name you as the inspiration. Like yo, whenever we have somebody we talk about, right? Djedje. Everybody says Djedje, right? But who was your Djedje, man? Who was your inspiration?
In Creole or You mean
Yeah,
like,
in Creole or just American hip hop. You know, who did you see like that? You know, I really
I
want to
listen
rap.
to a lot, man. I listen to a lot of different style of music, especially hip hop. I grew up listening to like West Coast and NWA.
Yeah.
Like I used
Coast.
in my home, like because we lived in the projects in Bay Village in New Bedford. You'd go through my bureaus. I had like cassette every like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers full of cassette.
Full of cassette tapes.
Yeah, I would, as soon as something comes up,
You don't know
I would
nothing
go
about
out and
that.
get it.
Yeah.
And oh, it's unbelievable.
That's
but I
crazy.
grew up to like, I listened to a lot, even female rappers, MC Light, like back then. So it was.
But there was there a lot of Cape Verdean rappers before you? Like a lot out there?
When I went to CV for the first time vacationing, I saw them rhyming, but a lot of them they were using like the hip hop beats that I've listened to out here. So when you go back and then you listen to the lyrics on it, it wasn't making any sense to me because it was not
totally different.
original.
Yeah, it wasn't the song.
But,
yeah,
yeah.
Just samples probably.
Like I would listen to Naughty by Nature beats in Praia. I knew the beat OPP, but then when the lyrics come, it's like okay, I can stop, I can block the music and listen to his lyrics. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But when I play the OPP, I already knew what the content was
about. Yeah.
So it threw me off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was the early mixtapes era.
Yeah.
So so when did you start in the game, man? How did you come out the gate the first time you touched the mic that you was on stage or anything like that?
He's like,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, before like we can go back. It's unbelievable story.
All right.
They were in Rhode Island College. They used to have Cape Verdean, like a lot of CVSAs. You'd go to one in Amherst, one in Dartmouth.
Dope.
So they had invited me to a Cape Verdean, a CVSA in Rhode Island, and I went there and I was just freestyling on the mic on the beat, and someone got a hold of it to a producer in Brockton, and at the time he was promoting like a well-known artist, and they proposed me if I wanted to do a track because he actually had a vision of what I saw in '94. Okay. And we did that, and nowhere in hell I thought it was gonna blow up.
Blow up like this.
And it just blew up, and it kind of forced me to,
keep going,
keep doing it,
to
keep
get
doing
into it.
Who was the artist?
Shandinho.
Shandinho?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was his album.
That was the first time.
That was the first time, actually.
But that's '96, right?
Yeah, 96. Yeah,
1996.
96.
That's the dog.
No, yeah, it was a dog album. What happened was we had gone into Norberto Tavares' studio. Like even today, when I listen to that track Dilemma, it's like I don't really like it, but I'll explain to you why. That track is actually my hit. It's what made me. But when I went to record the track, I recorded it on the beat, just the beat, and then Norberto came and built around it.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
if you pay attention to the song, you're gonna see me like do that straight flow, like preto cabelo verde, you got that, like someone who's just learning, which I was learning. But then when I came back and listened to it, and I said, "What man? Had I had done the flow with with all the instruments, then you get that feeling." So I came and re-recorded that track with the flow more melodic.
Flow. Yeah, exactly.
Hear me flow on the track more melodic.
Amazing, man.
That's amazing. You mentioned about the chicala, like I'm learning.
It's just the beat. They said just drop a vocal on the beat and then we'll work on the music.
Just work on that.
When I came back and heard the music, I was like excited. I was like, oh my god, this is nice. Yeah. But then when you become more mature and you start learning the music, you're like, I could do better.
But but that's they made like pop the
sim, é início,
can never change.
But how was the setup? Because you came out. You had, was it 3 Deep? Was that the group that you came out with, or did that come after?
Oh, okay. When the song came out, we felt that even though the song was on an artist with a solo project, we needed to put our face to the song because people were listening, were hearing the music, but a lot of people couldn't put it together. So we went out and did a video. Okay. So we were like, let's create a name for the group. Yeah. At the time when I said, okay, with 3, it was me, Walter, and Tim Bless, 3 Deep. But Tim was like, nah, I'm not feeling it.
That was hard, man. I like that name.
I liked it because I came up, but then Tim came back. He was like, yo, Estrela Negra, because, you know, he was born in Guinea-Bissau.
Oh,
He has
okay.
that revolutionary mind.
That's
so
what it
he
came
was
from.
like, yo, Estrela Negra. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like
I like that too.
and Walter from, you know, born in Angola, and me from Cape Verdean. So we created, you know, we had that mix.
Yeah. That was amazing, man. That was amazing. So that was before you ever got into your album, your debut album, right?
Yeah, because it all branched off a single, off that Dilemma.
Okay.
And then we started working on that album, and it was like, yo, okay, we Estrela Negra. But I'm like, we thought about it. We was like, yo, if we put Estrela Negra on the cover, it's not gonna get that, you know, that push that we need, because Djedje is already established.
Yeah.
So strategically, we put Djedje and then Estrela Negra, and then we kept pushing it. But the only mistake is Djedje is getting more.
Getting more out there.
You know what I mean? So
Hey, you can't blame that, man. You
it's
can't
more
blame
Djedje,
that.
it's more. So it was like, oh man, where do we go from that? Still today, we talk about doing a Estrela Negra album.
Still. It can still happen.
I know you just released a new song. If you guys don't know, CIDADE PERDIDA.
CIDADE PERDIDA, yes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Amazing record.
You gotta tell me, you're making an album. Has to be.
Man, I just got out, like, when I was driving up here, I was on the phone with the promoter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, are the 2 dates locked date? He goes, yeah, why? I'm like, because that's going to be the final tour. He's like, no, listen, we got to talk.
We got to
Yeah, I got some shows set up in Europe. I got 2 shows in Holland, 2 in Paris, 1 in Luxembourg. And then, as a matter of fact, I'm so happy I'm going to a festival that I forever wanted to be part of it, which is San Felipe in Fogo.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's
that
amazing.
festival for like I was just shocked that I was never part of it, because I have so much fan base in Fogo.
Yeah.
But I got confirmed, and I'm happy to be part of that.
No, but that's gonna be amazing. Your debut album, Kabukunfia.
Yes.
How was the creation of that album, man? Run me through it. Like, did you have a direction? Did you know what you were doing there?
No direction whatsoever.
Nah?
All right. Obviously the names is out there.
Yeah.
People know you. Now I'm forced to come, you know, to become part of this.
Yep.
So we started recording a bunch. All of my friends, like, I would drive from New Bedford to Brockton. I'll pick up Paulo Fonseca here. We'll pick up Jose.
Yeah.
Some of the tracks were made in the bedroom.
For real?
We were like financing like the project. Sometimes you're broke. You go to the studio, whatever, and halfway through the project, another producer came through, and he heard Duas Horas.
Yeah, that's.
He just heard the Duas Horas, and I had written that song on my way to Lisbon.
Yeah.
Because I was on tour with Timmy.
Oh,
And when I came back, I presented it to Stacy, and she liked it. She liked the lyrics and melodies. So we came and created a beat in Paulo Fonseca's home.
Nice.
And that producer heard Duas Horas. He's like, oh, tell me how much money you want for your project.
For your
I'm like, oh, damn, we're not broke anymore.
We got it. We got it.
Who produced Duas Horas?
Duas Horas was produced by Mark G.
Oh,
And Mark G at the time was 16 years old, I believe, 16.
Crazy.
And that, to me, that was his first major hit.
Shout out to Mark G. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it was on an XP 80 in Paulo's home. We just happened to go in there, and and P. Fonseca gave him the notes, and he just started playing. And then we went to Norberto's studio and recorded it.
I think the biggest reason that your sound was so different, right, is you didn't just give us like a basic rap format. You didn't just like do 3, what do you call it? 3 verses, 3 choruses, done. Like you listen to Duas Horas, Stacy starts singing. You don't even come into like what is it like to the end somewhere. So did you do that on purpose or was
no? Because the way that song was structured, I wasn't even gonna put the rap in it. So we were like, you know what? Okay, it's a Cape Verdean market. We're trying to do something different here. Yeah. So we did the songs. So when Mark created that breakdown, we were in the studio with Jose. He's like, yo, Jose. I remember French Jose saying, yo, it needs a rap verse right there. I'm like, yo, you should, come on, man. He's like, yeah. So then we came up with it right there, like right on that break, and it just became what it is. Nice. She sang it so beautiful. Yeah, man.
Nah, it was amazing. It was amazing. But it comes together perfect, man.
And it was easy to relate to because it talked about the night after the nightclub here in the US. 2 o'clock in the morning, you're at the club. And then on the way home, hopefully you get lucky. And that's what,
it's still the same to today.
But at the same time, you still have to like the Cabo Confia, the song. I would say my favorite song.
Cabo Confia?
Yeah.
Cabo Confia.
Cabo
Yeah.
Confia,
That was, is that like your biggest record or?
That album right there had about 6 hits. So
Yeah.
when you have an album with 6 hit tracks, you have Duas Horas, Cabo Confia, Fla
Fla
Fla,
Fla.
Chuba. It was like I believe 6 hits on that album.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa, it had Dilemma on it again.
Yeah.
And I was blessed to have that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, I'm telling you.
But your relationship with Stacey, is that still you guys still good?
We're good friends.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have good, like, the straight respect for each other.
Yeah.
We still do music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Still keep him busy.
Yeah, I knew Stacey. Like when I knew, like I used to be a paper boy for her grandfather. That's how.
Wow.
That's how
See?
back. How back we go.
That goes
It's
way
Timmy
back.
too in New Bedford, so
Yeah.
that's where we grew up.
That's great. Yeah, Timmy and because I'm from Holland. I was born and raised in Holland, right? First time I got introduced to Djedje, Martini. Shout out to Martini, my boy.
Martini.
No. That's my it's one of my best friends in Holland, right?
Oh, okay,
and he
okay,
was
okay.
listening. He was all buzz off because he had what do you call that thing? SD. Not SD. What do you call it? We had tape. Then
mini disc.
Mini disc.
Mini
Yeah.
disc,
yeah.
yes,
He
yes.
had that thing, right? And he's listening to it, and all of a sudden, we were always crazy about rap, but we never really listened to Cape Verdean rap. All of a sudden, he's saying, he's rapping, and then Pracazul didas nunca marca puma. And I'm like, what did you just say? And he's like, yo, you gotta listen to this guy. I started listening. I never bought a Puma, by the way. Never in my life. We were like, yo, we were too
I had friends that wore Puma, and they're like, "Oh, what do you mean by that, man? How can you diss Puma, man? Those are the originators." I'm like, "Dude, I was just trying to rhyme."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
They lost a lot of business because of you, bro.
With Criollas, nah. But like my first interaction with rap group was Ice Company out of Sofsin.
Okay.
I remember like I was in Mindelo, I got to meet them, and that was the first and we actually performed together.
Yo.
And now I don't even, well, they're not together. But out here, I listened to people flow in Creole in Creole language before me. Like Justin was doing it. He was doing it in every festival. You know, I mean, that's someone that I listened to before I came out. I listened to those guys in Cape Bairro Norte and them in Cape Verde.
Okay.
They were doing their thing. And then Eddie, he released his project before me. It was a good project.
Yeah.
Real Vibes. Oh man, that album still today. Like
Still
niggas
today.
with that.
Yeah.
That is
It's crazy.
sick.
It's
It's
hard,
sick.
man. It's
They
hard.
were before their time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did some research. Like I said,
Real
I was
Vibes.
like Me
Matter
Too,
of fact,
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me Too is like back in the days too.
Yeah, they're from that time.
But
as well,
yeah, matter of fact, on the tour in Holland, they're doing on the boat party. It's actually Lembra Tempo of all hip hop. So it's gonna be supposedly Real Vibes. It's gonna be Eddie.
Wow.
It's gonna be me. So
See
we're
that?
gonna be able to see each other. And,
My people in Holland, y'all better go out and support this because that's going to be amazing. Nah, but
Tony from Triumph hit me up and
Yeah.
his brother.
Yeah,
so
they
they
good
put
guys.
that together.
They're
And
good
then
guys.
They trying to confirm me for that festival that they have there. So
did you know how big you were when you was busy?
no, when the song came out, when Dilemma came out, I was in Praia. When my cousins would tell people that's me singing, they're like, "Yeah, right." Yeah, so we would go places and they're like people wouldn't believe it. Like they could not until we came back and actually did the video, so you can put the face with the vocal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I remember the guy that did the video, like Novidade TV, he's like, "Yo, you can ficar na sombra." You know what I'm saying? We gotta put you out
We got to
there.
put you out there.
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
when they like people still have that image of me with this big like yellow jacket,
Yellow jacket,
and all
hat to the side.
hat to the side, and that's how we were able to push the brand.
Yo.
But yeah, if you're an artist and your song hits in Cape Verde, especially in Praia or whatever, that's where you feel like I being out here, I didn't really feel it.
Yeah.
But when I went to Praia and you see how they like embrace what you do,
Exactly.
then it's like whoa. Yeah.
So you drop Cabo Confia. It gets a lot of praise. You know, people say it's one of the greatest albums, like hip hop albums. And then you go into like your second album. Was there a lot of pressure for you?
Yeah, because I remember someone telling me, "Yo, that's gonna be hard for you to top." So he goes, that right there is gonna be tough. Like to go back to the questions you asked me, like I would be in Boston walking on the streets, and people in Boston thought that I lived in Holland.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because you know, like I'm in New Bedford. No one really talks about.
Yeah.
But second album, like it took a long time. It's like, okay, things are changing. Which direction am I gonna go with it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I decided to go back into Holland. Started using different producers from Holland. I got with Jorge Rosario.
Nice.
I got with Dobbs. And
Dobbs,
then I still stayed with Claudio. I got with Claudio Rams, Mark G over here again.
Yeah.
And we put Dramas.
Dramas,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dramas.
Yep,
Yeah.
the
Dramas.
Dramas.
Dramas on my second album.
Yeah, that was dope. That had that Música Trazer Fama.
Yeah, that's
Música
the
Trazer
song.
Drama. Yeah.
But yeah, like for instance, Música Trazer Fama, Trazer Drama. That's like a struggle. Like you're saying that.
Yeah, what it is like, all right. This is when you start talking about haterism.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, when you're so used to being embraced, and then when you start walking into that haterism, you hold up. You say, wait,
Yeah.
I thought everybody loves me.
Yeah.
But then you stop and you start understanding, like, and to be honest with you, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? So I learned to embrace haterism the same now as when people loved you.
Yeah.
So
give it feel.
what it is if you're not doing something that people like, I mean, if you're doing something that's not successful, people don't hate on you.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you're
Just
making
successful.
noise,
Yep.
if you're making noise, then you're gonna get haters.
Total
So
sense.
now I learned that haterism is good.
Yeah.
Nah,
I know that I'm making noise.
And gives you more power too.
Yeah,
it fuels you.
gives
It fuels you. You understand
Exactly.
it. You understand it
Gives
now.
The fire, yeah.
That's crazy.
Amazing. Yeah, because I know, I'm gonna say, you had some beefs, hip hop beefs.
You were like the first one there with hip hop beats.
I gotta go there. I'm sorry.
No. I believe me, I'm okay with what I'm okay.
The original hip hop beef started with.
Man, you know, rap is like that. You know, you gotta.
Yeah. Did you like? Did that ever got good or was it? Did you guys just leave it in the middle?
I never took it further than music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was never like, let's say, whoever they considered that I had beef with.
Yeah.
We would see each other. It was cool. It was like whatever.
Yeah.
But musically, you know, it was okay because people starting to like it. Of
course.
Yeah.
And then I was smart enough to know that, hey, listen, that's all it is.
It's music, yeah.
And some people may take it personal, and you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Nah, but it's fun, man. That made it fun. That was, you know, it was a great part of it, man.
Yeah, because I mean, really, if you go back to the original American hip hop, that's what it was. It was beefs, and you know what I mean. And for me, I would not take it to another level, especially within my community, because I want what's best for my community. You know what I mean? Yeah. Eventually, like I was at the time too when I started recording. When I recorded Couple Kunfi, I was 21, 22 years old. So from there to now, I'm more conscious in the type of things I'll put out there. You know?
More mature, yeah. So you and Shandin, you guys?
Nah, man, we cool, man.
Let's go. It's no problems.
Yeah, no problems. There was never problems.
I gotta ask you something, right? The song like Lady America, right? I love that song, by the way. How did you came with that idea? Because if you listen to it, it's like stuff that still happens now.
Yeah.
Lady America is not my song. This is what a lot of people like. I feel bad. I feel bad because everywhere I go.
But you're on it, right?
Yeah. I produced the album.
Okay.
What happened was, and I was actually on the song. The song belongs to Novo Reino. That's the.
Yeah,
I feel bad because everywhere I go, every festival that I go and try to perform, they're like, perform Lady America. I'm like, the track belongs to Novo Reino. That's who they are. And I believe who wrote the idea, Lady America, is Artur.
Okay.
You know, when they came up to me, when they approached me, and I heard the flow, Lady America. I'm like, yo, this is fire.
Fire right there.
I'm like, yo, and when you listen to Artur's voice, delivery, timing, and everything, I'm like, yo, this dude has got to be out there. People has to listen to him.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we started putting like things together, pieces together, and then we put out that song Lady America, where I had a verse on it, and it blew up. I looked at it like on YouTube. That thing has over 200,000 views.
Yeah.
It's a hard. I'm like, holy man, that thing.
That was a hard record, man.
And that was before YouTube and all that.
Yeah. But I was gonna ask you about that. Like, imagine if you had the social media, the power that we have now.
Yeah.
Like how big you think?
Oh man, I
It
think
would have been. It would
back
have been
then
crazy.
people had to like physically go buy the hard copy, come listen to it,
Yep.
and record it.
Yep.
It's not like now that like when I promoted CIDADE PERDIDA, it was like boom. Like CIDADE PERDIDA right now is probably on its 4th week, and it's already over 100K views.
Yep, definitely. Nah, but people love you out there, man. They know.
Nah, but yeah, gostar proprio daquele contexto de Cidade Perdida, like the video, like.
Yeah, that's
What made you make that record?
CIDADE PERDIDA. That single, CIDADE PERDIDA is just it's awareness. You know?
Yeah.
It's still like alert, like fathers, mothers, our
Yeah.
leaders, and also youth and our community. Because if you look at what's going on in social media, it's crazy.
Scary, man.
It's scary.
Yep.
We're talking. I mean, like you're seeing so much like exposure, explicit videos being exposed of young Cape Verdean women and all that.
Yeah.
So
Crazy,
it's like, yo, we need to wake up. It's time that we have to wake up. Back then, me, when I was a young boy growing up in Lancashire, I would come home with a coin. My parents want to know where I got it from.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like a beautiful girl will come home with a expensive iPhone.
Yeah.
The parents will go brag to the other parents. My daughter's
Yeah,
got a nice
iPhone. Where she got it from, though?
You know what I mean? So and then 3 weeks later, you see her video on social media. But that's when we need to go back to the roots. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm not perfect. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying we need to go back to our tradition, how we will raise, how we
More
will
respectful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CIDADE PERDIDA talks about when it calls out the whole society, where like we have this amount of income, but we want to rock things that cost, you know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
Amount of money because we want to fit in with the society.
Yep.
When you know that that's not the right way of going.
Totally true.
You know what I mean?
Totally true.
But even on that song, it will critica proprio like políticos, like no que elegevo, or you know.
Yeah,
keep
now
stuff
like
that.
you gotta listen to those lyrics. A lot of people may think like if you support one group of political party, you're gonna think that those lyrics are criticizing, but it's not. What it says is there's a part that says "No troca pátria para ganância." That means, you know, we forgot about our patriotism and all we want is
Just
money.
money. Yeah.
So, and it talks about from the day that Cabral died to now. So if you've been in power, I mean, there's been 2 or 3 different regime change. So it talks about from the day that Cabral died to now. So I'm not really pointing a finger to one group.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you have a duty as a leader to, you know, to fulfill what Cabral.
What he started. Yeah.
Well, I'm not the one like like every Cape Verdean. If you go on Facebook, whenever something goes wrong, they automatic point fingers to the government. You cannot do that.
We need to grow.
Government que tem solução para everything.
Yeah.
We need to stop doing that. Qualquer coisa like right now there's a something that's really threatened Praia, which is the kidnap. They're starting to kidnap kids.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
That's huge.
That's
but
crazy.
everybody instead of like getting together and do like, you know what I'm saying, do what we need to do, they're like, go there, blah blah. You start doing that. You can't. You cannot be like at your door looking at your
It's
kid.
not a solution. Yeah, exactly.
We gotta start from the house, from the home.
Yep.
I mean, from your home as a parent.
You know, I'm from Portugal, right? And when I used to live there, I used to, listen to a lot of Creole rap, of course. But tem alguma influência, like, Portugal or?
Yeah, the first time I listened to Creoles living in Portugal rhyming was Nigga Poison. Man, they had set me up they had set up a show in Paris with Nigga Poison. And we're doing sound check, and this kid Praga just came on stage and he started spitting.
Yeah.
He's going spitting in Creole, but I'm saying like hardcore,
really
hardcore underground. I'm like, yo, what is this?
What is that?
Praga is amazing, guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then finally I got to meet them and Carlong and them, and then there was this, and then I went back to Lisbon. I got to meet SSP. And then there's this kid Celso, he was spitting too.
Celso.
So they were doing their thing like that, and then I started listening to stuff out there.
Yeah.
Every time I go, like let's say I have a show in Portugal, I would meet like an MC. And not too long ago, about 3 months ago, I had a show in Lisbon, and I got to meet. Man, he's good too. Loretta.
Loretta,
Yeah.
So he's doing,
you were talking
he's
about
doing
him,
the new trap style, and he's unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah, Loretta is amazing though.
Yeah.
Cape
then,
Verdean.
then the other day, I got hip to this young kid though. He's Portuguese and he's spitting in Creole, Marta Junior.
Oh yeah, Praçazul.
So I'm listening to all these like so hip hop as a whole in Creole is just
yeah.
blew up.
It's to me, yo. He lets me listen to two. He introduced me to like Sam the Kid and what's the other guy that I love so much? Halloween. I love Halloween. Yeah. And
Boss AC.
yo, yeah, Boss AC, of course.
Shout out to Boss AC.
Yeah. I was telling him that just a minute ago, like Boss AC, you feel like the Boss AC from here, like kinda, like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's
He's on. But those guys, like I remember, like I was in Luxembourg,
Yeah.
and we were in the car and they played Boss AC in the area. I'm like, oh, yo, this thing is fire.
This is
Baza.
crazy.
Baza.
Yeah.
I came back, but then like everywhere that I go, I get introduced to a different artist. Then when I got to Guinea-Bissau, I got introduced to a form of rap in Guinea lingo, Clash. He's sick. You gotta
It's
look
good
him
too.
up.
Yeah.
Clash. It's Klash. Man, he's unbelievable. He's got some good. He does his own production, but his flow, unbelievable.
Crazy, yeah.
Unbelievable,
Cause your song, I think it was off Drama's album. Is it Mama was on Drama's
Mama.
album? Yeah. That was an RFL record, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? So you lost your mom at
No, but the song when we recorded Mama, she was alive.
Oh, okay.
She was alive.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So when I went back to Holland to record dramas, Dubs was like, yeah, we gotta do this song here. We started working. No, this was after dramas. I would go back to Holland and do shows and go meet up with Dubs.
You met Dubs,
He's
yeah.
like, you know what, this song here that's sung by Zaka, we should do like a cover of it.
Yeah.
It was his idea.
It worked.
And I just came back with the instruments and I started writing to it. I kept going back to my childhood, because my mother immigrated to the United States and I was left behind.
So that's what you're talking about. You
That's what I
say
was
she
talking
left
about,
you.
how she left me behind.
Yeah.
So for 2 years, like a year and a half or so, I was in Praia, but she was out here.
Okay.
But you know how it is. Like if in Cape Verde back then, if you know that someone's in the United States, you automatically think they're rich, they got money.
Yeah.
So it's an America podi, it's mandam.
Yeah.
So and that's what was going through. That's what goes through a lot of people's mind.
Yep.
But when my mom came here, she was struggling.
Yeah.
I didn't learn that until I came here.
It's even
to
worse
actually
out
see
here.
to see what she was doing. You know what I mean? What she was going through. But then when I started writing that song, I'm like, you know what? We're gonna start back from CV to how she, sent for me, and I came out here, and I just want to be thankful for what she's done for me, and I would like show a great gratitude for what she's done by never like get involved in negativity or crimes or anything.
Yeah.
That would be my token of appreciation of what she did for me.
Dope. Yeah, that was an amazing record, man.
But
Definitely.
like, how do you mal vou te escrever, like, imagina, vou te pôr beat and then aquele beat dá aquele feeling e vou te começar a write.
I get a lot of inspiration on a good beat and melody. Like your melodies are like the key.
Yeah.
If I listen, like if you give me, like, let's say you give me a nice instrumental with a nice hook, and I listen to it, I will try my hard
into it, yeah.
to get. Like I got so many like collaborations out there. Some you do it because the humbleness.
Yes.
You don't want to be like dissing people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got so many collaborations that I've done, and then I come back and listen to it. I'm like, I could have done it differently. But
yeah.
people like will hit you up, and you're good friends. I'm like, all right, you rush it. But my project, I take my time with it.
Yeah.
Because I believe that when you take your time and you put something classic out there, it's gonna last. Still today, you would listen to the tracks I've done.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure you guys listen to me. I won't mention many hits. That's like hits of the moment.
Yeah.
Everybody's into it.
Yeah.
You seen like artists tour for one song?
Yeah.
People pay $20 to go to club to go listen to one
So
track.
one record, yeah.
But then in 6 months you'll never hear that song
Never again.
And then when you come back and listen to that song again, you're gonna ask yourself, what the was I
Like,
listening to?
That's true.
But I take my time.
Yeah.
I take my time. I'll listen to it. I'll take input from my friends. I'll play it. I'm like, what do you think?
That's important
You
too.
think? And then like CIDADE Perdida. I hit up my cousin. I'm like, yo, the contents are strong. What do you think? He's like, yo, put it out there.
Put it out there.
I hit at least 7 people. I'm like, yo, I've been out of the game for a while. But what do you think about this track? They're like, yo, I hit up someone in Praia at the radio. They're like, put it out.
You haven't lost a step, man. You still.
The lady that sings, Olga, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, she's great. Then I'm telling you, I
loved it. And KR produced it, right?
KR produced the beat.
What about her? Does she sing like regularly?
No, she sang regularly. She had her projects. She always did her project. We're good friends. She would always hit me up. Yo, I got my music. What's up? I got the song. You hear me out? This and that. I had another artist that was supposed to be on that song, but for some reason she couldn't. We had a few studio appointments. She just couldn't
make it.
Make it. So that day I'm like, you know what? I need to put the song out. So I'm just gonna move on with it. Yeah. I hit her up. I'm like, yo, I got this track in the studio up in Brockton. I'll pick you up. We're just gonna go feel it. If it works out, we'll see what it is.
Yeah.
She went and walked in the booth, and I guess she had those lyrics and the melody already from one of her projects or something she did. Because she said, yeah, I had this from before.
Something that could fit, yeah.
So she went in, and when she came out, I'm like, those are staying.
You're not getting out of
we
there.
We knew that. I'm blessed with good ears to hear a hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that right there is gonna be a hit.
Because her voice, que mensagem já é forte, mas aquele voz, tipo, like,
elevate the song to the other level. Right there, what went through my mind was this. This is a Creole rap song. The melody, the melody and the lyrics on it will get every generation to
Exactly.
Even little kids, grown up, people that listen to rap, people that hate Jase The Man, they're all gonna have to listen to it.
They're all gonna have to listen to it. Yeah, and the video is dope too. So that was amazing, man. Where did you guys shoot that?
In Praia. Yeah, when the song was ready, I was getting ready to put it out there. So DJ Gato was like, yo, don't put the track out without a video.
Yep.
So I'm like, you know what? I went back to Praia. We started like doing some shooting and doing all that. I came up with the idea of a kid who was thinking about like, committing assault, and then he changed his mind. So that right there really helped the video. And that kid Gilles, he was just perfect, because when I saw him in Linkachor, he had the dreads. I looked at him, I'm like, you want to be in the video? Yes. He was like, yeah.
So, he made it famous, man.
Yeah, man. And he was a natural.
Dope.
But then the guys, the production team too, they were awesome.
Awesome.
Who produced it?
Clackett. Shout out to Clackett, but I also just want to, yes, condolences, yes, for one of the members of Clackett that passed away.
Yeah.
Carlos Metalino, one of the editors, he did a great job, and unfortunate he's not here with us today, but
that's crazy.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
wow.
It was hard to mix zouk and hip hop back in the days.
No, music is music. You know what I mean? So Norberto, like I was fortunate to know Norberto, because even though he was from an older generation, but he was very experienced. Yeah. And he would always push me. He was like, yo, but dude, he would always push me, and then that helped a lot.
Yeah.
And then from that, then comes the festival, then comes
the lights and the glims and everything. Man.
What's your top 5?
Top 5 of
rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Does it have to be Cape Verdean?
Just top 5. Let's hear it, man.
No, not you.
Oh,
Don't put yourself in there.
I'm just playing.
But rappers, it's kind of tough. If you're asking me top 5 in
let's do like Portuguese speaking first, like Portuguese Crioulo, that
top
first.
5.
Yeah.
I would put R2 from Novo Reino, number 1. Praga, number 2. I go old school. Then you go.
Keep
Bossy
it.
C. Yeah, those are my guys.
Those are you.
And then you go Clash in Guinea-Bissau 4. And right now, the younger generation, I listen to the oldest. Yeah, man, real vibes, man.
Okay. Real vibes, all right. Real vibes got in there. See that?
Yeah.
And what about America?
American?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's a tough one.
nah, man. I listen. Like I love KRS-One because he was always
The
a
battle king.
I mean, and then you go back to Rakim, and then Cube, Ice Cube. You know what I mean? I love Cube, and then you go back to Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
I mean those.
Hey, you listen to all of it, huh?
One of the newer generations that I listen to because of my kids. J. Cole. I really
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember at home and I'm like I had asked them. It was two of my boys, Jalen and Giselle. I'm like, who's that? They're like, Dad, it's J. Cole. I'm like, play that, man.
Yeah, I can take you to that concert. That's nothing. No, but because back in the days, you needed skills, right? You couldn't just be, you needed bars, you needed skills. You couldn't just be the rappers of now. Right now, you have rappers out here that are the hottest rappers, but they don't really have bars. Do you like the way hip hop went, like the direction or whatever?
Nah, I mean, as an artist, you have to embrace every music.
Yeah.
But I would go back. I love my old school and all that, man.
Definitely.
That's when music, man, music was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, but are we waiting something from you? Because you just
man.
Buona CIDADE PERDIDA, right?
Yep.
And now everybody's like, okay, Djedje's back. What are we gonna do about it? We're gonna wait?
Man, you know what? After CIDADE PERDIDA came out, to be honest, I did not think it was gonna have this much impact.
Come on, man.
No, I'm telling you, this is what it is. Like a lot of things have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, people that listened to me back in the days are now like, like me, we're grandparents or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, let me CIDADE PERDIDA. They're like, my friends are like, all right, put it out. We put it out, now this thing is blown. Like if I hear in the streets of Pride, that's what they bang.
That's what they play right now.
So now we go from here. So the other day I'm like, I just took an instrumental, I started writing to it. I'm like, okay, I just stop. No, I felt it. I'm saying, then let's say, okay, CIDADE PERDIDA, then you're gonna start doing like, let's say another 7, 8 tracks. Now here go back on doing these tours and things that
It's hard. It's a hard work, man. It's a hard work. Come on, man. But you got to give us something, man.
Don't tell me that.
Was it also hard, like, to be a rapper, like to be accepted as a musician, being a rapper back then? Because when you came
accepted by the musicians?
By the musicians, yeah. Because a lot of criollos, rap,
it was tough,
back then. Yeah.
For sure. I felt in the beginning, it was like you get discriminated.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful because a lot of because when rap came, and especially when I got introduced to the market, everyone was talking about me.
Yeah.
So people are hungry for success.
Yep.
At the time, I was successful. So a lot of artists wanted me on their project. So if you're gonna ask me to do a verse on your project, then you have to respect me enough to do that.
Exactly.
So that helped. It helped that bridge easy. It made that bridge easy where it's like, I remember then we were in Portugal on the same stage at the time. It was Splash. And we're like, oh man, this is the band it's a band. Yo, we're on the same stage.
Shout out to Splash, man. These guys are amazing.
And then people are just like, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Well, yeah, you get some discrimination, but I was fortunate.
But you guys had a tight crew out here. I mean, you came out with the time with Timmy.
Yeah.
And was that actually like a real thing, like the CV Mafia thing? Was that because we were I'm in Holland. We're like, yo, these
gangster
guys,
name.
CV
Mafia. Go down there.
No, not gangster, but like, was that like a crew? Like you guys were really like
that's Timmy's brand.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was him, his sister Jenny that sang that Cabo Disquece.
Yep.
And then Stacy. It was his brand. So when he worked on his album, I remember he did his whole album recorded. He played all the instruments.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
He did.
Wow.
Timmy's
amazing.
A musician.
Yeah. No. I know that.
He played everything on the album.
Amazing.
And then I remember we were doing the cover, the pictures for the cover, and then we had one cover at a and then he put CV Mafia on it. But this guy told me, yeah, man, back in Europe, people are screaming CV Mafia in the streets.
Yeah, true. But my boy was the same.
That was Timmy's brand.
Okay. If there's anybody out there and you got like 3 songs to give them for them to like know you as an artist, what 3 songs are you picking?
Oh,
Your songs.
My songs?
Yeah. They're like, yo, this guy's never heard of me. and he asked the.
Is he Cape Verdean or?
He's Cape Verdean. He's Cape Verdean. Yeah,
Cape
yeah.
Verdean boy?
And he's like, yo, and you're gonna give him 3 songs, and those 3 songs are basically gonna.
I'll give him Fluff. He can relate to that because that's what we Cape Verdeans, we do that. And then we'll do Jaya, and then we'll go to Dilemma, baby. Yeah.
Dilemma? See that? All right, you out there, man. It's gonna come for you. The support for local artists, like, it's pretty tough when I feel, you know, like the way they bring people out here, you know, but the people here don't get as much love. Did you ever feel that, or was it different for you?
Okay, that subject right there is a bit touchy.
Yeah.
A lot of these artists, a lot of these promoters, I've been on many of these shows. I've opened up, and I can't complain. But my view is this: if you have a quality product, the promoters have no control.
Yeah.
All right. If your product is in demand, you know what I mean, it's what people wants to hear you.
Yeah.
The promoters will come after you.
Yeah, they have to.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me as an artist to go and say, oh, please put me on your show, or beg in that sense, then I'm giving that promoter too much. Not much. Yeah, I'm letting them think that he's that important that me as an artist I have to depend on him.
Yeah.
This is a big debate. It's the promoters people are complaining. The DJs.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear local artists complaining. Promoters are not promoting local artists.
DJs are not playing.
First of all, there's no such thing as local artists.
Yeah.
Artists.
Yeah.
Okay, and then DJs are not playing my song. All right. If your product are in demand by people, DJs will come to you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel for the artists that feel that way, and I can understand where they're coming from.
That's a good way to look at it, though.
I mean, that's how I look at it.
Sense.
If you make quality music and your music is on point. Look, when I started, we had no social media, so it was hard for me to promote. But I was lucky. I got to that. But now you have all the tools. You know what I'm saying? You have your Facebook, YouTube. You could promote yourself. You know what I mean? True. You could do all that. You don't need the promoters.
Yeah.
So if you have a hit song, then the ball is on your court.
Yeah.
Because that promoter is gonna call you, right? All right, I've seen artists that just did a song, I don't want to bring anybody's name, a song, but the song was hit because, a good friend of mine. I can use his name because we're cool. Black G is a good friend of mine. You hear that song? So sad. The song was a hit, right?
Amazing.
That song is amazing. People were calling him because he had a hot product of the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, even in his hometown, his city, Paris, he was doing a show. If you have a hot product, then you don't need no promoters. Promoters will come after you.
That's true. That's
true.
What I mean? I think with the singers, it's a little extra because I've always said this to them. You're like, you need to value yourself as an artist as well. You can't over here a lot of promoters will bring artists here and then say, hey, you're gonna sing background or something like that, and if you keep doing that, people will probably see you in a different light because you're always like the back artist. You're never like the front one, the main artist. So I think that kind of goes into it. With you is different because you was you were a rapper. So with you is hey, this is it. I'm here. Okay, I ain't doing no background, no nothing. I'm the artist. So I can see where they come from. But it's a good point that you made, man. Definitely.
Yeah, that's my advice is like. Work on it, and get a hot product. And then when the promoters come to you, then the ball's on your court. Then you do whatever you want. You do whatever. You tell them, listen, for me to open up that, I want this much and this and that and that and that. Yeah, because that's how it is. It's all about it.
So the title, right? The GOAT, the greatest of all times. Are you? Do you own that? Do you?
No.
Do you call yourself that? You think?
Not at all. No. Listen, people may feel that way. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what you think.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. There's a bar that I go to in New Bedford, Cape Verdean. Yeah. The dudes there, and they're my buddies. We go there, we drink. So as soon as I go there, and they want to play my music. I get mad. I tell them, why you want to? I came here for us to chill out.
Yeah.
This dude told me, listen, I'm playing the music. If you don't like it, you can leave. So if you want to say I'm the GOAT, whatever, I'm not gonna say anything. But me personally, I respect all artists, and I'm thankful that people think that of me.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of talented Cape Verdean rappers out there, and they oh my God, they're so good, talented, incredible, and their ideas, and I listen to them. Believe me, I listen to them.
I want to thank everybody out there for watching us today. I want to thank our guest, Djedje, for coming through, man. This was amazing. We're really proud, you know, as a show, just to have you here, and we really hope that album comes, man. I don't care what you say. You know, we really hope that album comes, for real. Everybody, thank you for watching us. This is your boy DJ Millie.
The Cape Moss.
Jase The Man.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Praçazul. We'll see you.
Thanks, bro. Capital di máscara, no te vida mortal. É que é normal, jovens da queimada animal. Será que te aconteceu se liderança era cabral? Claro que não, não troca pátria para ganância. Ainda pior, para caminho sem distância, sem garantia. Acabou falando as dormia. População aumenta todo dia na cadeia. Me sentaram na minha porta com minha compadre da toma um pé. Patroa na cozinha da China puto TPC. Maldita hora, poxa forte hora maldito. Na beco de minha zona era choro, era grito. 12 anos de idade, puto que conche mocidade. Tiro de boca velho, trocar simples rivalidade. Para falar a verdade, não está perdido na nossa cidade. Identidade, tag, nome dado para a sociedade.
Foi tudo na mão de Deus, que Ele que é solução. Foi tudo na mão de Deus, quem casta aguenta a situação. Foi tudo na mão de Deus, que o joelho na jomenta grita. Da vida e deixa o sol brilhar.